Welcome to Tech Transformation with CGT and RIS News, where we explore the innovative tech strategies and trends in retail and consumer goods. I'm Lisa Johnson, the editor-in-chief of CGT. In this episode, I'm talking with Bob Blair, Chief Marketing Officer of Jones Soda, about their recent entry into the cannabis market. Now, Jones Soda has a really long history of some creative engagement with consumers, and Bob's here to talk about some of the new things they're doing lately, as well as why they decided to enter the pretty complicated cannabis market. So Bob, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to have you. I want to talk a little bit about your background. First, so for one thing, you're the first Chief Marketing Officer at Jones Soda. So what's that been like?
You know, how lucky for me is what that's like. I love this brand. I've loved it for a long time. And so to get this call and be able to work with such an iconic brand is really a gift. So it's been wonderful. And, you know, for me, the role I know was intended to look after the brand in total because of the desire to expand into cannabis, as you mentioned in your intro, as well as, you know, continue to do the things that Jones is known for and innovate. And so to be able to get that remit is just kind of a dream job.
So for you, this is, your first role at a CPG. You come from the agency side. I know you've worked with CPGs, but what is it like being on the brand side?
You know, it's exactly what I was looking for, which is, you know, when you're on the outside advising a client, at best you're giving them a recommendation, but it's really someone else who is on the ground doing the thing and responsible for it. And I think that's what I was desiring with the switch over and going from advising a lot of clients from an agency role to really getting deep with one brand and really understanding and caring tangibly about every bit of that business. And that's what you get when you come onto a really small and core awesome team brand like Jones, where just some of the people have been there for almost the duration of the brand and care very deeply about it.
Oh, that's awesome. So you get to be, kind of more in the weeds at this. In this new...
The weeds, I think, below the soil, deep into the ground. Yes.
So a big part of Jones's legacy is forming these really close consumer connections and this creative engagement. And a lot of this has centered around your labels, of course, which feature user-generated content. And they've been doing this before user-generated content was so easy to get, right? It was really before mainstream social media. So tell us a little bit about that, why this works for them so well.
You know, it's the thing that is just a beautiful part about the romance of Jones is that you send us your picture and we might put it on our label. And that's been going on since the 90s, as you mentioned. And what's just really cool about that is it's a promise to fans, but also it's really high engagement in today's language. And that language didn't exist in the mid-90s, but the idea of taking a picture and sending it before the days of even digital photography to your favorite soda brand and getting on their label is just an insane amount of effort. Advance forward passion, to today, right? Advance forward to today, though. And what I think is so funny is we're in an era where sharing a picture is the easiest thing in the world, right? You can post it on any platform and you can like it and you can tag it. To use it on our bottle, we still need permission from people and things like that. So what's interesting is if you upload a picture to Jones right now, you're presented with an online form and you have to fill it out. And it doesn't take a long time, but it isn't just one button on your phone, right? And so when I was first digging into the archive of pictures that people send into Jones, I logged in and Erin, who runs that platform for us, she gave me my own login and I'm like, this is okay, I'm going there. And I'm like, I don't know how many pictures I'm going to find. And she goes, well, just go to this folder and it's the ones we haven't gone through yet to see if we're going to, get on a label. 552,000 photos in this. I came from working on brands like Kraft Heinz brands, big Anheuser-Busch. We never got 500,000 submissions to anything, The engagement of the Jones fan wanting to get their photo on the label is insane, and we love it. And it just shows that even in today's age where people are used to pushing one button, they'll fill out a form, sign a model release, sign a photographer release, and send it all to us blindly in the hopes that we'll pick it. And it's such a good moment. And I got to tell you, the moment when you get to pick one and write the letter that everybody signs that you got picked and it goes to the person, which we still do for every single person. They love it. They are so awesomely over
What are
the
some of
moon
the
when they get that
reactions that
letter.
you get from people when
Yeah, they
find
post
out?
them on social. They send us like letters back. Like it's a wonderful, wonderful part of the brand. It's so fun. The first time I got to pick pictures, what a funnest meeting we get.
How else? So, what are some of the other ways you're engaging with consumers digitally? Especially today's consumers. I know you have a mobile app. So, what's that been like?
What's interesting is, video, as you see all over every social platform we have, pictures don't stay still. Everyone wants them to move around. Everyone wants video. Instagram can't even stay static right now. Everybody wants the video. So what a natural evolution for us to offer our labels to come to life. We actually get a lot of video submissions of content from people, even before the AR app existed, where they go, oh, look at this cool video we have. And at best, we could grab a still frame from it, right? So it's really cool that we can have the labels come to life. Augmented reality allows us to do that in a really amazing way. And we started by just using the natural submissions of people that we'd gotten, right? Mm-hmm. And then in this spring, we went to some of the influencers who work with us, that we had this just wonderful batch of influencers who are fans of the brand. And we said, hey, a lot of you have sent us video. Why don't you send us one of your favorites and we'll put that on the bottle. And we did that. And that was really neat, but it's like been a little baby step. I say all that because right now, the bottles that are on shelf, our bottles partner with Sub Pop Records. And I love Sub Pop. They've just, been the coolest indie rock label since forever. And we partnered with them and took 15 of the artists who have albums coming out this summer on them and their sister label, Hardly Art. And we gave them a label. And right now, if you point your phone at those labels, they come to life and play a little snippet from the band that they custom made for us. It's interviews, it's behind the scenes stuff. And they're all on tour right now. And we're doing stuff with them on tour. And even one of the artists, Sookie Waterhouse, is using our tour bus. But the content that's coming off the label right now is from Sub Pop artists. And so it's shown us the versatility of what that tool can do and really allow the bottle to be a part of that experience and bring a partner into it in a really fun way. And we just love it. So we've been looking at that, and we continue to evolve that experience to make it easier and easier for people to scan, to get the video to play right off of the bottle and just have it be super easy.
So you use these within the app, this digital engagement you mentioned, you can buy direct from consumers within the app, even though that sounds like it's not necessarily the primary goal, but it is available. You're obviously collecting a lot of consumer insights through this method. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about, maybe how you're using these insights, whether it's within marketing or across other areas of the business.
Yeah, there's a couple really interesting ways. One is that we really see how people react when we test out different flavors or limited edition things or news. A lot more is available in our online shopping areas through D2C and all that than is available at a store at any given time. Even though at a store, you'll usually find our 4 core flavors plus a seasonal release, plus often some other limited edition thing. There's even more stuff on our site. And so a lot of times we're seeing what people are most excited about, even testing the water on Instagram, seeing what people react to, bringing something out of the archive and putting it for sale in D2C, seeing how they react, using those insights to tell a retailer like a Kroger, hey, look how excited these people are online. You should put it in store. So the scale of distribution can also follow the scale of an audience that you're reacting to and that are telling you what they're most excited about. And so it's fun at each of those stages, and each one can inform the other in certain ways. We also use it for silly things like, what do we want to put in our Caps for Gear merchandise store, and things like that, where, trust me, our fans are so vocal. Like, they will tell us all the time what they want. We just recently, and we're not 100% sure what we'll do with it yet, or maybe I am, but I'm not allowed to say yet. But we've had we've had a bunch of our fans write to us and tell us that they have way more caps than the things we have in our store make them able to buy. Like, they've saved up a lot, and they're looking for a high roller suite in our Caps for Gear program. So we're right now pondering like this notion of, what do you do for these people who have collected, and I kid you not, over 1,000 bottle caps of Jones Soda and are saving them for something amazing, and they want something amazing. And so
how do you deliver on that?
Having a very active correspondence with these people. I love them. The most engaged Jones fans are just such amazing, funny people.
They're like, those are your super fans.
Well, we love them. Yeah, those are people.